welcome if you are new here, or welcome back if you've been here before. I am Freya, this is Budgie Budgets, and today we are doing end of month totals because February is over already and I'm not quite sure how that happened. I feel like January went forever and February has been a blip on the radar. Hello, puppy. Oh, sorry, my dog's decided he's going to join me today. So what we're going to do is go through, I'm just going to total up each binder. I haven't printed out my sheet with all the categories on it, just because I'm being lazy, really, is the gist of it. But we will go through, we'll do our debt total as well, which obviously is going to be all kinds of different because we've taken on new debt this month, which is yuck, but was also necessary. So yeah, and I do have, actually, before we get started, I am going to do a little bit of condensing as we go. So I've got $50 here just to help me out with that. But I do also have $50 to put into appliances. So I had $50 that I was going to do some Christmas savings games with. But I have changed my mind and I'm going to add it in here instead. Christmas is still a long, long way away. Our need for a new dryer is not all that far away. So yeah, so I've decided that what was going to go into Christmas savings for the next few months is going to be in here instead. And then I will add to our Christmas savings, hopefully from our bonus around tax time, will be the plan. So 5, 10, 15. I'll just color these in, you guys. I will speed it up and then we'll get to the totals. Okay, don't ask me why I coloured that like I did. I kind of lost count, so I should have done that fridge, but I didn't. Anyway, let me just work out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 4 by 15. $360, man. I'm gonna have to redo this tracker because that's not even gonna be close to what we need. So we've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110 in here now. So we've made a good start on it, at least. To replace both the washer and the dryer, we're going to need about $1,500, I think. So, yeah, yuck, but that's okay. We'll see how we go. Okay, so that is that. And then we will get started in here. So what we're going to do is go to our binder totals. And I'm just going to total up every category in the binder. We'll condense as we go if we can, and then yeah, we'll see what we've got. I think you guys can kind of see everything. I might shuffle that over a little bit, so I've got a bit more space. Okay, so grocery delivery has 30. I'm not going to be there's not going to be heaps to condense down in here because I did it when I did the new envelopes. So rewards has 40. Oops. Not minus, plus. Costco is empty. Google One just has 10. I don't know what's happening in my street today. There seems to be lots of things happening outside. I am already in a pickle with condensing, aren't I? So there's 30 in there. 20 in Apple Care. YNAB has 45. in there. I can go back and do that 10 now. There we go. Okay, guava has 20. Nerva has 35. How have you guys all gone for February? I hope well. Ambulance has 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Water has 200, 250, 270, 290, 300. Get rid of all of those. Put that in there. Electricity has 5, 6, 7, 8, 825. It is looking like our next bill is only going to be around $450 or so. So I'm really happy with that. We'll just keep letting it build up because our bills will get more expensive through winter. 200, 400, 420, 430, 435. So I did have to add another 10 back into here from what I took out the other day because I took out a little too much. Phone recharge has 200, 300, 320, 330. Car insurance just has 20. Car registration has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105. So we'll take that out. Whoops. And then we have buffer, which has 250, 60, 70, 80, 90, 310. So let's get all of this back. Beautiful. Oh, did I add that in? I didn't, did I? Okay, so this has gone up really nicely. 2,645. I am just going to double check that I've done that right. I'll be right back. Yeah, so that was correct. So minus what we had last month. So that's gone up 460. That's nice. Nice and chunky in there. All right, now health. Medical has 125. Medications has 30. Actually, I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to unstuff that because my poor son, I got the phone call that no one wants to get from school on Thursday afternoon to let me know that my son cut the tip of his left index finger off during food tech. So he's okay. It's all good. Well, I mean, it's not all good. It's not great. If you are squeamish, just skip forward like 10, 20 seconds. But they had really sharp new knives in food tech and he was chopping some spring onions. He was doing it the right way. You know how you're supposed to like claw, but he must have had that finger sticking out a little bit and he's like shaved off a like big chunk of his fingernail. And yeah, like the tip of his finger a little bit. So it's really, I was like, is this like a hospital thing or not so much? But look, it looks fine. It's all nice and clean. So we'll just keep an eye on it and keep it bandaged up. I think it was really throbbing for him today, but he did want to go back to school. I'm filming this on Friday, so he did want to go back to school today. So he's such a trooper. I tell you what, with major injuries, that boy, he just takes it all in his stride. Like minor injuries are usually a big deal, but major injuries, he's just like, it's fine. So yeah, so I had to go up to the chemist and get a heap of bandaging stuff. So I will unstuff that $30 because I know it has been spent. So we won't worry about that. Okay, so dental has 130. Whoops. Poor kid. Oh dear. But he did make really good tacos, you guys. They were delicious. He went back to class and finished the class and had his tacos to eat after school. It was the last session of the day, luckily, so it was almost home time anyway. But yeah, it was, yeah, he did it good. Okay, so that has 50, 60, 70, and 80. Oops. Supplements has 25. And dog treatment has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So $5.95 in that one, which has gone down a little bit by 180. Okay. I am expecting everything to have gone backwards this month because we use money from our emergency fund and we've taken on more debt. It's been an expensive month health-wise for me. So yeah, 20, 40, 65 in this one. So what we'll do is that, whoops, that and that. I am hoping we can keep that building until the school holidays. 15 in clothing. I did go through before I've started this to make sure that everything matches my online information as well. So if some envelopes are different, that's why. 20 in shoes, 20 in hair, 15 in skincare. I think 15 in beauty as well. Books just has 10. Dates also just has 10. Toys and treats has 25. Work expenses just has 5 because hubby had to spend some money the other day. Home is empty after we spent it on that clothes era. 45 in garden. Now appliances has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. Whoops. So yeah, our goal for this will be $1,500. Yuck. Car service has 200, 300, 350, 360, 370, 380. And car tires is empty. Car license has 15. So 750 altogether, which means that's gone up by 200. So that's nice. Oops. Okay, school. We have 50, 60, 70, 95 in there. Oops, come on. Excursions has 75. Uniform has 50. Sport has 20, 30, 45. Oh, my other dog's going to come and join us now. School photos has 20, 35. School books is empty. School tech is empty. Formals empty. These are all mostly empty. And school holidays has a 20. So 320 altogether in school. I think most of that went to paying the insurance for my daughters. I've had, so that has gone down. Oh, and I paid my youngest's sport as well. All right, events. Oops. So birthdays, we have 240. for my youngest. That's her birthday is the next one coming. And 150, 60, 70 for my sons. Hubby's has 55. My daughter's has 30. Mine has 15. Birthday party has 150, 160. Gifts has 20, 40, 60. Let's do that and that. Anniversary has 70 in there. Easter has 50. Mother's Day has, oops, 45. Yeah. Father's Day, I think, has 35. Yes. And Halloween has 5. So 935 in there, which is pretty good actually, because we spent my birthday money and it's still only gone down $25. Goals had 400 in it. I now has 500 because I know the only envelope in there with money is the Mojo envelope. Christmas had nothing, has nothing, so no difference. The crystal binder is now emptied, unfortunately. And challenges, I'm really unsure about whether or not to count up challenges. I don't think I'll count mini Mondays, just because. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 55 in that one. Will I condense this? Maybe I will. I think I'll keep it in cash. I don't think I'll condense to prop notes just because in case I want to split it up when I reallocate it. So it's got 55. There's $5 in the front, which will cover all the budgie bucks that are in here. That has 30. Oops. I still need to replace that one. This one also has 30. This one has 15. This one has 10, 15, and 20. Oh my goodness, dog, stop being gross. My dog's just chewing her feet behind me. $10, $15, $20, $25 in Monopoly. Hang on, give me 2 seconds, you guys. Okay. I nearly forgot what I was doing then. Okay, and then this one has 20, 30, 45 in there. So 225 in challenges, which makes it 190. So in total, let's see, what was our total last month? Let me have a look. Where is it? 7,105. Let's see how we've done. Yeek. So 5,970. So we're down 1,135. So that'll be in medical, in car insurance, and obviously the part of our emergency fund we use for the deposit for the car. Okay, so our visa started at 11,992. Our interest was 146. Our payments, we made payments of $240, but like it doesn't really matter. Our closing balance was 12,406. That has gone up because I paid for the entire year of car insurance on the credit card. I then paid off as much as I had in savings for car insurance onto that. So we have unfortunately gone backwards. So we are $414 the wrong way. So I'm not going to bother doing percentage because it's gone up, obviously. No interest on this one. We paid $150, so the closing balance was $6,970. Is that right? Yeah. So the progress is hang on, how do I normally do that? 2.1% or $150. So altogether, and this is the new car loan. So obviously the loan's just been established, so we haven't made any payments yet. But the loan is for $24,834. So that was for the car tinting, then loan establishment fees, and all that kind of lovely junk they like to throw on top of it. So I am going to add it in here. So our new debt total is $43,946. Yuck. 146 in interest, 390 in payments. The balance is 12,406 plus so 44,210 is kind of our new starting balance. So I'm not going to worry about those progresses because they're going to have gone the wrong way. So we are still at 20% debt paid off, which is nice. 1,869, and we will pay extra of this debt come tax time, bonus time, to make up for that car insurance payment. It just, as I've said a few times, it just worked out cheaper to just pay it and cop the interest on that. That's just, yeah. So 1780 divided by the initial times by 800 is 20% of that. So altogether, and it's kind of skewed now because it's like this is our starting amount, but it's from different times. So I don't know whether to just, maybe I'll just leave the ATO one off and we'll just have a new starting. Like, I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll leave this off. I know it's debt that we've paid off on this journey, but it kind of feels like we're starting again. We're starting again right now. So let's just do, yeah, it's kind of this balance should be our starting balance then, hey. Look, for interest's sake, let's include all of them for this. So 49,084. But yeah, it's kind of not really, it kind of doesn't really make sense because the ATO debt is an old debt and then this one's a new one. So we might start fresh next month. So for March, basically, we'll start with this as our debt starting figure, I think. I will still track the credit cards separately as well. 3649. So 8%. Yeah, I don't know. It feels kind of funky to use old numbers. So I think from next month, we'll use this as our new starting point. And I know that means we're going to lose the progress that we've already made on the credit cards, but I think that's the least confusing way to do it, if that makes sense. But I will still keep track of, so in the front here, I have made I've made a few changes. So I'll show you what I've done just so that you know. So obviously what we've done means that our goals for the year are going to be slightly different. So, and that's, I mean, the beauty for those of you who have bought this as a digital planner is you can reprint these pages and adjust your goals if you want to, which is what I decided to do. So our new goal, our original goal was a debt payoff of additional $8,000. I've made it 6,000. I'm still optimistic that we can do that. And at the very least, I really want to try. So that's the new goal there. The new goal here was originally to add an extra $1,500 to our existing emergency fund. Our goal now will just be to have $2,000 in total. So that includes my Mojo category, my buffer category. They're kind of my initial emergency fund spots, and then another $1,000 on top of those. We will be aiming to save $1,500 towards appliances, for a new washing machine and a new dryer. The washing machine is still working, it's still fine. I just don't know how long it's going to be still working and still fine for. So I'm just going to cover my bases there. We'll plan to replace both of them. I don't have an end date on that. It's just literally as soon as possible. We have a $2,000 goal for Christmas. I'm probably going to fund at least half of that from our mid-year tax time refund and bonus, I think, because I won't be saving for it in the first half of this year because we're saving for the washer dryer and trying to boost our emergency fund back up. I do still want to try and save a bit of money towards a holiday, but that is definitely not the higher priority. I do want to still save $500 towards adding towards my super for next year, my superannuation account. I would like to save $720. It's mine and hubby's 10-year wedding anniversary at the end of this year, so it would be nice to be able to like go stay somewhere for a night or do something nice. And then I've got the last tracker here is an extra $1,000 towards debt. So that is obviously our like lowest priority. I'll be wrapped if we do the 6,000, and we'll just see how we go from there. For our debt overview, so I've got this one which is just for the credit cards, and then I've got another one which will cover all of our debts. So let me find that page again. Right, so the balance on just our credit cards for this month now is 19,376, which obviously means it's gone up by 264. So we haven't wiped out all of our progress from last month at least. We're still, we're still better than we were at the start of the year. And yeah, it's for a reason. I understand why it's there. So it's not like it was irresponsible spending. It was just, yeah, just is what it is. It just worked out better that way. So 19,376. So we're going to be like a bit closer to the very top here. I will skip through this part for you. So hopefully at the end of this month, we see this going back down a little bit. And then, whoops, we're going through, that's okay. So our debt total, including everything, is 44,210. So it's not really comparing apples with apples to do this, but it's fine. So we added $25,098, which really feels pretty sucky. So 44, I will skip you through this part as well. Okay, so that is that one. And then we've got our, we'll work out our net positions. So, holy moly, those Sharpies smell so strongly when you use them on like regular paper like that. All right, so this month's binder total was 5,970. Minus 7,105. So we've gone down 1,135. Our debt progress was also, oh, I suppose I should work that out. Well, it doesn't really make sense because we're adding on the entire, we're we're adding on the entire new loan, kind of, for that to make sense. Aren't we? Yes, kind of, sort of. Yeah, so I think if we actually do this as like 0, so sorry, I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing at this point. So we started with 19,112, we're ending with that. So our debt progress is, oh, I just worked that out before, that was silly. 25,098. So altogether, we went backwards 26,233, and our net cash worth now is 500, and we have 310 in buffer, so 810 is savings that we're not planning on spending. Our total debt is 44,210. So net cash position is negative 43,400. Last month. What is this month? I don't even, it's not even worth bothering you guys. Is it? So if we minus 17,342, yeah, 26,058. We've gone down. So yeah, there we go. I mean, it's gross. Am I happy about it? No. But unfortunately, it was a necessary evil. And I mean, this is probably going to be a tale that continues on through the next few months, where more money is going out than I would really like it to be. But health stuff is expensive. Specialists are expensive. New cars are expensive. So it is what it is. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about how I include that in our debt journey, because I do think it's still, to me anyway, it's still interesting to me to watch how we've gone in terms of credit card debt from the start. So whether I just have that as a separate little tally that I include, because I mean, this will be for the year, but from the very start, it's just kind of interesting to see how we're going with that. So I might track that kind of separately. I think I know Jen from Budgets and Dreams does that as well. She excludes, they have a car loan, she excludes that from her debt payoff journey. So it will come into our debt payoff journey at some point, because obviously we will want to get rid of that as soon as possible. But the credit cards are still definitely the focus, because the interest rate is higher on our credit card than on the car loan. And so, yeah, the aim will still be to knock that off as quickly as we can and then move on to that. So, but yeah. All right, you guys, that is all for today. I hope you're having a really lovely weekend. I hope your February totals were much more favorable than ours. But look, it's all part of the super fun journey that we call life, hey? And we will keep going. We will keep, oh my goodness, doggies. Zip it. This is why I'm allowed in here. Yeah, we'll keep going with it. We are still going to be working towards a debt-free journey. It's obviously just going to take us a bit longer than we initially hoped. But yeah. All right, you guys, I will see you on Monday for Mini Mondays. Until then, oh my goodness, tongue-tied much. Thank you so much for watching the ads. If you are, it's so exciting to be able to monetize my channel. A massive thank you so much to all of you who watch my videos and who have subscribed. I appreciate you beyond words. It's just kind of awesome. So I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.